I'm going to show you how to do an Origami Spy Balloon. You can see the little happy face that I put in the bottom of this balloon. And I actually had to cut this a little bit so you could see it better for this video. But when you do it for real, you don't need to cut it and nobody will find your message. So let's begin. You can use any kind of lined notebook paper or copy paper or anything you would like. And we have to start with a square. So we're going to take the short edge of our paper and fold it to the long edge of our paper. Just make sure that that corner is correct. And then we swing this up until it meets the edge of our paper. And we go ahead and fold that over. Now, we're going to use a scissor and cut off this edge along this line. But if you don't have a scissor, you can actually cut it without a scissor. What you do is you fold forward on that line and you press really, really hard with your thumbnail. You can fold backward on that same line and again, press with your thumbnail. And then you make a little tent and you open up the side of the tent. So the tent is still down here, but now I put it down and you pull carefully. And you can see that it cuts the paper in a nice line if you don't have scissors. But if you do have scissors, you'll get a much cleaner edge. Now we're going to open that up and we're going to fold in the opposite direction. So we've got one line going this way. We're going to put another line going this way. And we're opening it up. The center of the X is where you can put your message. So whatever it is that you want to say, you want to keep it small and in that middle part. You want to figure only about a quarter of the distance of the whole thing. So I'm just going to put a little heart in here. And you can put the message or initials or whatever it is that you would like. Then we're going to turn this paper over and we're going to fold it in half like a book from side to side. Open it and then in half again like a book but going upward. Okay. Look at your message again and you want to press down on the middle and the corners will pop up. Now we're going to take these corners and bring them together into one spot. So all of these corners will come together and they will meet right down here and we have a pyramid. If you did it correctly, you'll have two wings on the right and two wings on the left. And I did this with markers so you can see a little bit of the color coming through. So if the message is too big, it's going to be caught in the folds down here. Now, if you really want to send a secret, you should probably do it in pencil so it doesn't bleed through the paper. So whatever I do to the front, we're going to flip over and do to the back. So you never want to do one fold to both edges, the front and back. We want to do it with one at a time. So it's kind of like pages on a book. So the first fold is going to be to take the corners and fold them to the top, but only on the top side. So I'm going to take the top corner, fold it to the top. Do the same thing on this side, fold it to the top. Now I'm going to turn it over and do the same. Something you should watch out for is you see these two sides, they come close together and that's fine. They can even touch, but they should never overlap. If they overlap, it'll cause problems later. So they should come very, very close or they can touch, but never overlap. Now we're just going to take one corner, we're going to bring it down and bring it back up and make a pinch. So I'm going to bring it down to the bottom and make a pinch here, and that will show me where the center of this diamond shape is. These tips should always be facing up and away from you. So I fold that down, and now I'm going to take the right side, again, just the top tip, there's another one hiding underneath it. I'm going to fold that tip to that center mark. Then I press down here. If you have a hard time pressing and you can't get a good crease, you can always take a pair of scissors and use the handle to kind of press down on it. Now I'm going to take one from the left side, fold that over, and it's going to meet again in that middle area. And the same thing I said before is true. They should come really close to each other. They can almost touch or they can touch, but they should never overlap. Otherwise, we're going to have a problem. Let's turn it over and do the same. Bring down one, make a pinch, and open it up. Now I know where my center is. I'm going to fold that corner to the center. And press down. Fold the other side to the center. And press down. Next, make sure those tips are still facing away from you. They should be on that side of the origami. We're going to hold this part down. The bottom half we're going to hold down, and we're going to take these tips and pull them out. They're actually going to fold along this edge here. So I'm going to take the tip, fold it out. Take the tip and fold it out. Turn it over. Take the tip, fold it out. Take the tip, fold it out. Now I'm going to take the tips and fold them in half back to the middle. Take the tip, fold it in half to the middle. Take the tip, fold it in half to the middle. Turn it over. Take the tip, fold it in half. Take the tip, fold it in half. If I'm going too fast, I hope you've been hitting that pause button and going back and looking. The next part is the one that is kind of rough for some people, but it's not as hard as you think. We folded all this stuff up, so we don't want to unfold it. We just want to turn it up a little bit and look at the area right underneath it. This has a pocket in it, and you've got to find it. And the pocket will be on the same side as this, because we're going to hide this little piece of paper in a pocket. So we can lift it up a little bit, and then if you use your finger, you can find the pocket in the top. So you have to just lift it up, don't unfold it, find the pocket. You're going to put the tip in the pocket, and I'm pushing it down back into the pocket, and I press it down to lock it. Open the tip, find the pocket, put the tip down, and lock it. We're going to turn that over and do it again, and you will be done. Open the tip, find the pocket, put the tip in the pocket, and lock it. And the last one, lift the tip, find the pocket, put the tip in the pocket, and lock it. And now our origami balloon, our spy balloon, is finished. Now one side away from the message, so when the message is down here, and this side you can see there's these lines going to it. That's the side that you put air in. So you want to kind of open it up a little bit, and I'm going to use this can of air and blow into that hole. You can use your mouth, just kind of put your lips right on that area, and it's kind of like coughing and blowing at the same time, but you want it to be really concentrated in that spot. So I'm going to use the air and blow. Whoop. And when you hold it, you want to be really loose so it can go ahead and open up. we go. So I'm going to do it with my mouth because my can isn't working great. Okay, and one more with the air. There we go. And then you can put your eye right to that little hole, and very carefully you can see the message in there. It's going to be hard for the camera to pick it up, but let's see. Can we see something down in there? Little hint. But this way, when you pass it or toss it or throw it, nobody can see the message that's hidden inside.